What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Bitcoin weekly update. The date is November 18th, 2018. We actually had a little bit of excitement the day after our last update video. We broke through yearly support. We created a new yearly low. We had let's find out here. We had about a 17 to 18% drop according to the BitMEX chart. Pretty impressive. If you guys watched my last update video, I did not short this move down. I was actually planning on shorting it, but I did not. I'll go into that in a little bit. I was actually long here at 63, and I was planning on hedging my position 100% to 150% if we broke 62, and I was going to hold it down towards 58 to 56, and I'll show you why once we create our support levels. But sadly, this move happened while I was sleeping, and I did not think it was going to break yearly support on that day that I was sleeping. So I did not have a order in place for my hedge. I did not have a stop in place. So it was probably one of the worst trades I've ever had. It's by far the worst trade of the year for me. I got liquidated on my derivative account, which is a pretty small account. It's about 1/10 the size of my main account. It's an account that I've been trading with some competition money that I had from a previous competition on my Discord. But yeah, I got liquidated on that account at 5,500 since I did not have a stop loss in place. And now I'm recovering my losses on my main account. But what I was planning on doing was hedging at 62. Like I said, I went to bed, didn't have my order in, it dropped, liquidated me. So no worries on that. We are going to come back from that loss. I've already made back most of that loss on my main account because my main account is a much bigger account, so it's pretty easy to make back the small account. But as you can see here, I don't have any levels created because I thought it'd be a good idea to go ahead and create these levels on the video so you guys can see where I'm getting these levels from. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take some daily levels, and I'm also going to take some weekly levels. So let's go back to our prior support here before we saw the massive parabolic move up to 20K. And let's grab some levels. So I'm going to take this low here, which is also this low, so it's almost this double bottom. Let me turn on my magnet mode, make sure I get the exact bottom. So we're going to grab that low there. Let me make that. What color do I have on my levels here? I'm using pink and red. Okay, so we're going to make this one pink. I'm also going to grab this previous high here. The reason I'm grabbing this high is that was the last form of resistance before this breakout here. And we can see that we had a first test. Oh, hold on, I can't draw on magnet mode. We had a first test on this wick here. So I'm going to grab that high, that low. We're also going to take this order block down here, even though I highly doubt we're going to get to this order block, but I'm going to take it anyway. Let me put it back on magnet mode here. I'm going to take the high of the candle to the low of the candle. Go in my settings here. Let's just put that on like 1,000. And that should bring us pretty far out. Yep. Okay, so we have that order block now. I'm going to make this green since it is support. Make it a little bit darker. And let's see, do we want to grab any more of these levels? Yeah, I'm going to grab this high here. I'm also going to grab the low. I think that is it for right now. Because we have some other levels if price begins to go higher. Okay, we actually don't have any levels from 54 to about 6,000. Let's see if we missed any back here. Okay, I see one that we can grab. We can grab this high right here. I'm going to grab the body high. And I'm going to leave that for the daily. And I'm going to go ahead and switch to the weekly here. And see if any of these daily lines are not getting a strong weekly level. I think we are good on the weekly. I think I'm going to turn this one into a blue level because it is also a weekly high as well. And I think that is good. We could make this a weekly order block, but I'm going to leave it for right now. So let's go back to the daily. Let's take a look at our levels here. So we still kind of have a gap here between 55 and 6,000. And I don't think it's because we're missing anything. I think it's just because there's not a lot of support there. Yeah, there's just really not a lot of support. We have this little area right here that has some support. We could turn that into an order block, and that would kind of fill in that gap. But I'm just going to leave it as a level because that's just too big of an order block for me. That would be about a 10% order block. It's just too big to have that as a support or resistance zone. Okay, so now that we have our levels, we can actually clearly see that it chose to find support on this level here at 54.54. That is a level from this low right here. It found support on this low, which actually was the double bottom before the parabolic move up. That was the last low before the move up. So we are finding support on that low. So now that we see that, let's take a look at our lower levels. We have some levels here at 5,013, 44.58, 41.62, and then we have an order block from 32 to about around 4,000. So that is a pretty massive order block if we do get down there, which is about, it's about a 22% order block. So that is a pretty massive order block. We'll keep an eye on that if price ever does fall that low. But what I'm looking for here is a break of these highs of this consolidation. So we can make that a little local level. I'll make that a yellow level here. What I'm looking for is either a break of this consolidation high here or a break of the lows and then a test of this support level around 5,000. Or we could see something, let me turn off magna mode. We could see something like this where we come down and then we create a lower low, but it ends up being bullish divergence and then we pop back up. So I will be watching the Momo here. The Momo is in a double buy scenario. The last time we had a double buy scenario, let me reset my chart. The last time we had a double buy scenario was back here in the beginning of August. And that ended up being the low before that move up to 7,400, giving you a 20% bounce. We had a bull div here, made a lower low, Momo made a higher low, and then we popped up to around 8,500. So I'm looking for either a bull div on this current low, or I'm looking for a failure downward into that support level around 5,000. That is where I'm looking to buy using my support and resistance strategy. One small thing that I wanted to go over here on the update video is a new strategy that I've been working on that I actually am going to upload a video in the next probably day or two from my stream on Saturday. So if any of you guys were watching the stream, you guys know what I'm talking about. It is an Ichimoku strategy using a few moving averages and my Momo in volume. And basically what we look for here on this strategy is we look for the Ichimoku to be providing support with the conversion line and the baseline, and also the cloud. And then we look for our 3 EMAs, or 3 moving averages, excuse me, the 12, the 72, the 200, and then we're going to look for the Ichimoku to be below price, and then the baseline and conversion line to be below price as well. So price would be somewhere around here, and that would be a bullish scenario to buy. And then vice versa, we'd look for the 12, 72, 200, Ichimoku cloud, and then the conversion line baseline would be somewhere in this area, and then price would be below it all. So we would look for a short scenario if this all lined up. And I'm going to provide about a 30-minute clip from my stream on Saturday, so you guys can get a little taste of that strategy. And that should be uploaded probably either Monday, Tuesday, or by the latest, probably Wednesday. So just a short recap. You guys want to look for either a break of this consolidation around 56.50, or a break to the low side around 54.50. And that is the range we're kind of looking at until it's broken. Looking at this range here. And your bullish scenario would be a break to the high 56.40, and then your bearish scenario would be a break of the low around 54.50. But I am a little bit bullish here because of my Momo. My Momo fast line is giving a buy signal. We're also seeing a double buy signal from the fast and slow line. The 12-hour also is showing bullish divergence here, which is not 100% proper bullish divergence because price did not make a lower low, but price is going sideways while the fast line is moving up. So that is still divergence, not the strongest form of divergence though. That is something to keep an eye on as well if you have access to the Momo. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys liked the update. I will be seeing you guys on Sunday or Monday next week for our next update video. And make sure you subscribe if you liked it. And I will be seeing you guys on probably Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday on that stream update video. You guys have a good one. I'll see you next week.